we're going to get into our strength work. So I mentioned I just finished reading Peter Attia's book called Outlive, which is all about how to not only live a long life, but live it with a high quality of life, which means you all are going to be mountain biking in your 90s. And he talked about this movement, the eccentric step down, and I said, oh my God, I had programmed that into our workout, but he added a couple things to it that I really liked. So we're going to take some time to really go through this. All right. Now, all last month, we were doing tons of step ups to those reverse lunges. This month, what we're doing is we are stepping up, and then we are lowering down. This is the eccentric, the lowering portion. We're lowering down on a 3 count, and that 3 count is going to increase in time over the course of the month. So this is muscular tension. This is stability. This is control. This is hard. This is also, you're getting older and you're walking downstairs and need to be able to have full control of your body, let alone like ride your strongest, ride. All right, so go ahead, find your bench box or cooler. Oh, and just a note in terms of like ideal height, ideally your quad is parallel with the floor. Okay, so if it's slightly up or slightly down of parallel, that's okay. But if your box is like up here, grab a couple textbooks to stand on so that your quad is more parallel to the floor. All right, so now get that foot on your thing. And then what I want you to do is send the hips back enough so that you feel your hamstrings. All right, we're going to be doing some single leg RDLs later, which is all hamstring work here, but feel those hamstrings. Now, neutralize the chest, right? So lift the chest, shift your weight forwards so that all your weight is on this foot, and then engage those hamstrings, engage the glutes, engage your core, and step up. Good. Now we're going to lower down on a 3 count. Okay, so we're lowering down, keeping the knee driving over the toes for 3, 2, 1, and then come back down. Good. So we're going to go through that process 6 times. So when you step up, the top leg should be doing the vast majority of the work. Okay, we're going to do 6 on each side. I will count the lowering, but if you need to be, counting your own time, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Find those hamstrings, find the glutes, step up, lower down for 3, 2, 1, good. And step up, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Step up, lower down for 3, 2, 1. And step up, lower down for 3, 2, 1. We've got 2 more on this leg. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do 1 more. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, shake that out, and then we're gonna go to the other leg. So we're gonna go through the same process. So get that foot up, send the hips back, feel the hamstrings, right? Feel how those engage. Torso is strong and neutral, so you're not like driving forwards, but you are shifting the weight forwards. Feel the glute engage, brace through the core, stand up, and then lower down for 3, 2, 1, and up. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Step up, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Step up, lower down for 3, 2, woo, lost it there, 1. Step up, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Last one, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Then we're gonna go right into those curtsy lunges. All right, so 6 on each side, here it is. And these you can do at your own pace, but we are doing 6 on each side, and then we rest. So focusing on keeping hips square, knee driving over the toe as you do this weird twisty movement at the back of the legs. Good chest over. Nice 80. Good. Okay. We're gonna rest. So we're gonna do that sequence. We'll be doing it 3 times. We're not gonna do it 3 times today. But a couple things I want to emphasize. Number 1 is your mindset. So I messed up, quote unquote, messed up when I was doing one of these. Like I didn't lower down on a 3 count. I just sort of fell down. And I observed that happened, and then I let it go. Right? There was no part of me that was like, Bekah, that was bad, or like, you're not strong, right? It was just an observation, and then move forwards. So one of the goals of this class is to challenge you physically, but then along with that comes the mental challenge. And so we're going to make mistakes, we're going to do things incorrectly, and if that happens, just observe it and use it as feedback. Number 2 is all of these things can be weighted, right? We can add weight to them. First order of business is being able to do the movements with really good control, body weight only. And then if you feel strong, then add weight. And then I'm going to pause and see if anyone has questions, because if anyone has a quick question, you can pop in and ask. Otherwise, we'll go to, we actually have time. Let's do one more round. These are so good. Okay, so we're going to do 6 on each side. So find that hamstring, find the glutes, brace to the core, step up, and we're going to lower down for 3, 2, 1, come on down. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. 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 One more on this leg. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice work. All right, and then switch legs. Go through the same process. Pull the hips back. Find the hamstrings. Brace through the core. Step up. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. 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 2 more. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. 1 more. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Good. And then we're going right into our curtsies. I can't remember if I was telling you about what it means to lift heavy weight, or if that was a client. But there's this like hot button topic right now, which I love, of lift heavy weight, but that can look like a lot of different things. Obviously the image it conjures up is lifting massive amounts of physical weight. But we can play with all these different levers in terms of tempo, muscle tension, rest time, reps, to create a muscle building stimulus, which is the desired effect of that slogan, lift heavy weight. And so tempo work, like this eccentric step downs, that is quote unquote lifting heavy weight. Like you are applying a tremendous amount of load, which is your body, over a duration to create that muscle tension, which sends a muscle building signal to your body, which is what we're after. Okay, that was 6. All right, so that's our strength component. Number 1, we've got 2 parts. So the second part is another superset. We have 2 movements. We've got a tripod cooler row, and then B stance or single leg RDLs. So the tripod cooler row, you're gonna use your trusty cooler, bench or box. Get your feet really wide. Okay, so if I'm facing you, feet are nice and wide, and then your shoulder is going to be back a little bit from where your wrist is, not directly over it. But we do want this to be straight, back to be neutral, and then you're going to get a good grip on that dumbbell, pull the shoulder back, row it up, relax the neck. Okay, and we're doing 10 to 12 here. So we can go ahead and get started. And this is where, once again, try to slow down the lowering portion. And what I like to do here is try and be fast on the up, slow on the down. And you're going to feel your core engage, which is going to help keep your back flat. And try to think about, again, the muscles between the shoulders. Such a hard part of our body to strengthen and to connect with. Woo! 10 to 12, and then switch sides. Control that lowering portion. Knees, I don't want your knees locked out. Make sure you've got a little bit of a bend in those knees, but that the back stays neutral, neck stays relaxed. Oh, good one.